If you're out there leading an active lifestyle, you need a camera that can hang tough with you. I've been looking for camera gear that'll work well on the bike or anything that I'm doing that's active. And I think, thanks to some of my friends here on Steemit and DTube, that I finally found what I was looking for. Like many people out there, I was hesitant with the new GoPro Hero 6 when it came out. Number one, there were a ton of reports of problems, lockups, all kinds of issues. So I had held off. I had a GoPro Hero 4 Silver that was working just fine. I could use it. But there were some things about it that I just didn't like. Certainly I have other camera gear. I've got a Lumix GH5 and another Canon T6i. And those are great cameras, but they're too bulky to be carrying around on a bicycle, or too bulky to be using when you're active. So I finally went ahead and took the plunge after spending some time talking to one of my DTube Steemit friends, Jeff McMullen, because he talked about all the positive experiences he had had with his Hero 6. So I bought one and got it in, and I have to say, I've been pleasantly surprised. The first thing that I like about the Hero 6 is that it's all self-contained. You don't need a waterproof case anymore. That's really nice not to have extra gear to lug around. It's also nice if you're out, rain comes up, you don't have to worry about slamming this thing into the waterproof case just to make sure it doesn't get damaged. The other thing that I like is that, like the Hero 4 Silver, it does have the screen on the back. But I found that they really did improve and make the interface a lot more intuitive. It's easier to use. Yes, the specs are better, all those things that we know about, 4K and better frame rates and all those things. But the reality is, what I was looking for was that better image stabilization. The Hero 4 didn't have any. The Hero 5 was good, but I kept hearing positive things about the Hero 6 image stabilization. If you spend time with a GoPro, that's one of its weaknesses. Now, you can get a gimbal, and I have one. You can use it with a gimbal, but anything I can do to have less equipment to carry around is a benefit. And I'll have to say, the Hero 6 image stabilization is unbelievable. In fact, watch this clip of biking, and I want you to focus on the fact that the bike handlebars are vibrating as I'm taking this trail. And I want you to see how smooth the footage is, so take a look at that. So to me, that's pretty incredible. The fact that I can take this, put it in this little skeleton type case, put it on a tripod or mount it to a handlebar, go on a rough, bumpy trail on the bike or any other kind of movement, and the stabilization is that good is pretty impressive. What are the weaknesses? Well, if you get this, you're going to want to do the firmware upgrade, number one, because that does fix a lot of bugs. Some will say that the image quality in the dark is not as good as the old one. That's probably true. I can't argue with that. The other thing is that like all of the Hero GoPro series, I think the sound is pretty crummy. It's not great. It's better than when it was inside of a case, but it's still not crisp, clear audio. But I think most of us expect that when we talk about the Hero series, just simply because anytime you have something that's waterproof, the quality is usually not as good. I think it might have been nice if they would have integrated the sound functions so it could have more easily plugged in a microphone, an external microphone, without having to buy that adapter. I think that's kind of clunky. But overall, I'm pretty happy with it. You do want to make sure, as Jeff so wisely advised me, to have a memory card that is rated to work with the Hero 6. There are some specifications. If you look at their website, it'll tell you the type of memory card you need, so be sure to take that into account. I also bought a couple of extra batteries, which everybody knows you're going to need those batteries. I'm hoping to put this through some workouts on the upcoming tour, but if you're looking for a portable, easy to carry around solution to shooting some great B-roll, or maybe even vlogging with, if you can put up with the audio, or come up with a hybrid audio setup using external audio or something like that, this might just be a camera that solves your problems. You certainly cannot beat the portability. It's tiny, and it has really good image quality. So give it a shot if you haven't. I think they're priced about $3.99 right now. I think that's what I paid. You can get the batteries from other parties if you want, but I'm pretty happy with this. So if you've been looking for an action cam or something to take out with you, maybe give this a shot. I'm pretty happy. Thanks for watching. See you again soon.